Welcome everyone to the first episode of Pineleaf on Board, where we are going to take a look at the world of video board games, with an emphasis on single player and cooperative games. The first game that we will examine in this series is Onirim. This is a 1 to 2 player card game put out by Z-Man Games and was designed by Shadi Torby. This digital implementation is produced by Asmodee Digital, and this implements the solitaire version of the game. They have currently implemented 3 of the 7 expansions that you have within the card game, and we are of course all hoping that at some point that they would add some more of these expansions in the future. The base game is available free of charge through Steam, iOS, and Android, while you can get the Glyphs expansion for free by logging into the Asmodee Digital website. The other expansions, they are available as DLC. In Steam, it's $1.99 per expansion, though the pricing may be different on other platforms. Today we'll be playing with just the base game, though in later episodes I will be adding each of the expansions so you can see what they are like. But right now, let's head to our first game. In Onirim, the object is to find all 8 of these doors before time runs out. And time is represented as running out by you running out of cards. As we go through here though, we are going to be facing nightmares. There are 10 nightmares in the deck, and they have a habit of coming up at the most inconvenient times. Now in order to find a door, we need to either A, have 3 of the same color in a row, then we'll find the door of that color, or to be holding a key when the door of that color comes up. So if a blue door came up right at this point, then we would have a blue door. Unfortunately, of course, I've got a full hand, so therefore I've got to play a card first. What I'll do is I will play one of the key cards here. Now I'll play this sun card, and I get a nightmare. Nightmares are the big annoyance in this game because whenever a nightmare comes up, you have to choose between 4 items. First, you could throw away your current hand. I don't think I want to do that because I've got this blue card that I'm planning on playing, this blue moon here. And I also have a key card, and usually when you have a key card, if you're going to discard that key anyway, because obviously discarding the hand is going to get rid of the key, I might as well just take the next option, which is discard only the key. That is, of course, unless the hand is so bad and the cards that are so useless that I might as well get rid of the whole thing. And the third choice is to dump the first 5 cards in the deck that are coming up. And that you will do only if you have no keys and all the cards here are too important. Now, the one that's grayed out is to throw away a door. It's an option I have never taken in playing this game, though there are 1 or 2 applications I have heard where you may want to do that. But obviously it's not available right now since I have no doors. But I'll get rid of the key. Now keys are very important. One of the things they do is they get rid of nightmares. The other thing is they can be used in order to find doors, but they also be used to get prophecies. And we'll look at those later on if I ever have an opportunity to get one. Right. Now you saw right there that the deck was reshuffled. That is the bane of the card game, is that there is a lot of shuffling, and a lot of people found that annoying. So therefore, more than any other card game I have seen a digital version of this was very welcome so that you have the computer handle all the shuffling for you. But of course, I've got another nightmare I need to get rid of. 8 more to go after this one. And yeah, I'm certainly not going to dump two brown suns there because browns are the rarest of the colors. So therefore, you don't want to dump brown unless you've got 2 browns there already. But anyway, I've got a key and that's my choice there. Alas, no prophecy. Ah. Alright, let's try that. Let's try that. And it's a bit of a waste using a key just as a 3 in a row thing here, but sometimes you've got to do it because there's really no other choice. Alright, that's 2 doors found. Now try the red. And alright, I have a safety there with that key there. Good. Alright, now I've got a choice as to what to do. Do I try a prophecy now? Actually, what I'll do is I'll start by putting this here. Good. Now, I have a choice of either putting the blue here or trying for a prophecy. Let's try a prophecy. Now, I was hoping that there would have been a nightmare in there, so I could just ditch that nightmare and be completely rid of it, because one of these cards now has to be permanently removed from the game. Looks like I made a very bad decision in doing a prophecy at this point, because I got a blue sun here, and I could just play the blue key up there, and everything would be nice and good. What I'll do is I'll take this green here. Obviously, I can't throw that away, so I'll put that green there. Yeah, so I'm going to be breaking my pattern on the blues there, but blue's not too bad on breaking the pattern for it. So what I do is I want to get my green up there, and I think that'll work out. So long, blue card. As I said, you just really hope that you can get rid of a nightmare that way. And there you go. That's my green. Now, I have a perfect lineup for red right here. So what I do is I'm going to say get rid of the top 5 cards. Now, let's see what cards I got rid of. Alright, looks like I lost a green key in that passage, so not perfect. Alright, so that gives me my red card. And now, reds are expendable. So therefore, if I had a handful of red and I got a nightmare, I could just dump that for it. Now, I've got a brown here. What I would do is I'm going to discard the red, see what's coming up. Okay. What I'll do is I'll play the blue moon. This. And then I played the blue moon just as a transition because I probably failed to tell you that before, but you cannot have 2 of the same symbol in a row. So therefore, I use that as a transition. It's not optimal play, but if you got suns, and then 2 suns and something there, you really need something to break it up there in order to be able to keep things going. And what do I have left? I have just green and blue left. I've got a green key. So, and I've got really nothing to break things up with. So what I'll do is I'll discard a red. I don't want to play the green key first because I'm hoping to be able... Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. Is I'll put this blue here. Here. And now I've got a red key. That red key says prophecy to me. So I will dump this. A green door. Perfect. And I could dump the nightmare. The nightmare being the one to be permanently discarded is perfect. That's the best thing to do with a nightmare is to throw it away to a prophecy. So then this will give me my last green door. Unfortunately, I've got no blues in here. Yes, I got the blue sun, but the blue sun is useless because I can't put two suns in a row. So therefore, at this point, I will just hit this. And now I feed this to the key. Alright, good. Now I'm fishing for blues, and that's what will determine win or loss. If I get a nightmare, I'll just toss away the hand because this hand is currently useless. I'm just going to keep on discarding until I either get a blue moon, a blue key, or a nightmare. Definitely dump the hand. And nightmares go into limbo if you're redrawing your hand. Because whenever you redraw completely, either at the beginning of the game or whenever you resolve a nightmare by getting rid of it, any doors or any nightmares go into limbo, and anything in limbo gets reshuffled in there. And limbo, causing a reshuffle whenever you end a turn with something in limbo, is one of the reasons why we've got such a large amount of shuffling in here. And as I said, that's the biggest annoyance of the game, and it's alleviated in this version. So they just remind you that they're shuffling there. No. But you see that I have a blue moon here, and that blue moon is all I need in order to win the game. Now, just out of giggles, no, let's not do anything for giggles, because throwing that away for a prophecy and then eventually picking up a night, actually it's be impossible to pick up because I'm not going to get 5 nightmares. Just win the game. And there you have it. Now I have no idea what exactly all these points are or anything like for that, because the official board game, the card game version, does not include any sort of point system. It's just a win or a loss. But that is Onirim. And then this is some sort of leaderboard. As I said, I'm not too caring much about leaderboards on the matter of this particular game. And that is how the base game operates. Now, if you want to add a bit more variety, of course, you could play it with various expansions in there. And we're going to look into the first of these expansions, the Glyphs expansions, in the next episode of Pineleaf on Board.